This is a demo for SoundyThingie. This sounds best with headphones since it's in stereo and some of the low bass sounds won't be picked up by your computer speakers. SoundyThingie is more of a sound playground than a music app. Generating noise is very simple. You just draw lines on the screen. The higher up the screen you draw, the higher the pitch. The lower down you draw, the lower the pitch. Drawing on the left puts the sound in the left channel, and drawing on the right puts it in the right channel. The faster you draw, the louder the sound, and the slower you draw, the quieter. Changing your drawing speed will change the volume like an envelope generator on a synthesizer. Just like with a keyboard synth, you have control over pitch, the sound envelope, stereo pan, all with your finger or fingers since you can draw multiple worms. Tap a dot to delete a worm. The other controls on the bottom left are the beat settings, which control the sequencer. You can change these for each worm you add. For instance, if one sound is set for 120 and another set for 30, the 120 sound will occur 4 times more often. On the infinity setting, worms repeat as soon as the sound is done and don't wait for the beat. This is more noticeable on very short sounds and can be useful for creating random patterns not attached to a beat structure. SoundyThingie has synth-style sound wave controls like sine wave, saw wave, square waves, plus a few others. Each worm can be set to a different wave by changing the wave before you start drawing. The controls set allows you to show stereo meters, clear the screen, save screens, load screens, and call up the help screen. The adjust screen has some modulation effects that mix in other tones. These are master controls, so they will change all the sounds at once. You can also control the master volume here and speed up or slow down the time frame. Tap the numbers out on the right of the sliders to reset either to 100. There's also a hidden mode called Yuri. Triple tap on the screen and shapes can be drawn with multiple fingers. The sound moves around the shape slowly, but moves down the webs inside the shape very fast. A cool thing about SoundyThingie is that you can use it to create electronic sound effects. Early electronic sounds in cartoons and movies were done with simple tone generators, and SoundyThingie can do a lot of these outer space and sci-fi sounds with ease. Let's start with a few simple ones. The sine wave is used for a lot of effects since the pure tone with no overtones is prevalent in nature. Here's a bird chirp. A simple quick line down. To create a nest, just draw more lines. Here are crickets. This is the basic whoop or drop of water sound. This is the basic whistle. Because SoundyThingie gives you complete control of stereo, you can do some simple effects with panning sounds back and forth, like this bug. This is kind of a cool suspense effect from movies. By staggering the lines, you get a nice cascade. If you draw too many lines and get too much going on, SoundyThingie will give you a warning. This is an electronic breeze. You need to set the adjust to random for this. Here's a ray gun. Draw 4 lines down quickly at once. It's easy to do sync sounds with multiple fingers this way. You can also use the Yuri mode for effects like a machine. You need to set the adjust to random for this one too. Here are some tips on working with SoundyThingie. Hold on a worm head to move it. This raises or lowers the pitch and changes the position in stereo. Double tap on a worm head and you can control the volume if you move up or down. Or you can move it closer or further away from the beat by moving it left or right. To quickly create multiple sounds that are staggered, you can attach offspring to worms anywhere along the line. If you start with a quick line and then attach a slow line, you get a lot of worms starting to move at once. When working with worm families, drag the first dot to move a worm and any attachments. To move just the attachments, drag a dot that you attached later. If you have a little bit of understanding about how synthesizers work, SoundyThingie can be a great little sound effects device.